Welcome to Rabbit Tales. Today, we're diving into a new story, filled with emotions and drama. Let's get started. I'm still happy. In long-distance relationship with my boyfriend, who is 8 years older. But my missteps make me fall into a love triangle. In the quest to not leave a heart behind, I don't want to leave anyone. My phone vibrates with Michael's goodnight text, which always makes me smile. Just like I did 4 years ago when we began dating. Despite being 8 years older and living far away, he in London, 33 years old, working to become a well-known chef. And me in New York, 25 years old, advancing in my graphic design career. Our relationship has grown stronger. Each morning message and video call at sunset shows how solid our connection is. A connection built on love, trust, and many messages sent over the miles. Our love story started on the pages of an internet forum for budding cooks and artists. Rather than being a tale of chance encounters or love at first sight, which Michael were based on the fundamentals, and I was captivated by his enthusiasm for producing dishes that were as aesthetically pleasing as they were delicious. What started as a professional exchange soon blossomed into a friendship, and before we knew it, into something much deeper. Michael and I have created our own tiny world of love and dreams, where distance and time zones are nothing more than insignificant murmurs against the power of our bond. He is in London honing with the goal of becoming skills, one of the world's most recognized chefs. Conversely, I maneuver through the dynamic turmoil of New York, expanding the frontiers of graphic design, with every project bringing me one step closer to achieving my personal goals. Our story isn't one plucked from fairy tales. It's built on the foundation of mutual respect, shared passions, and the relentless pursuit of our individual dreams. The friendship that began with a common online forum soon grew beyond the boundaries of the online love and became woven into our day-to-day activities. Despite the physical distance that stretches between us, our routine has become a sanctuary of sorts. The morning starts with a message from him, a simple "Good morning, M" that arrives like clockwork, bridging the gap of miles and sleep-filled eyes. Our evenings are punctuated by video digital calls, window into each other's lives. These moments, though mediated by screens, have a way of making the distance feel a little less daunting. It's in these exchanges, both mundane that our relationship continues to thrive. Yet managing a long-distance relationship is not without its challenges. We've become adept at finding new ways to express affection, from virtual date nights to surprise deliveries that bring a piece of us to the other's doorstep. Overcoming obstacles in a long-distance relationship has not been easy. The time difference, the longing for physical closeness, and the occasional internet connectivity have tested our patience. We've managed to turn these obstacles into opportunities for growth, finding new and creative ways to maintain our connection and keep the spark alive. Amidst this beautifully complex relationship, however, lies a subtlety that I hadn't anticipated. A fleeting thought, a momentary lapse during a chance encounter that gently hinted at the emergence of a love triangle. It was an innocent coffee meetup with Alex, a colleague who shared my passion for art and design, which stirred feelings I hadn't expected. He's talented, has an enthusiastic joy for life, and a great sense of design. Coffee breaks and project partnerships gradually developed into deeper conversations about dreams, anxieties, and the frequently unsaid details of life. This unforeseen friendship, platonic as it was intended, slowly began to carve a space in my heart, threatening the serenity of my long-distance love. I finally had a city buddy in Alex, someone who appreciated my creative side, knew what it was like to be successful in a cutthroat setting, and the things we had in common helped to foster our connection. It was a relationship that would have been strictly platonic and straightforward in other circumstances. As I lay in bed, the city's nighttime sounds are like a symphony, ringing softly outside my window, making me think about the fragility of human connections and relationships. Can love truly transcend distances, or does being close have its own power? With Michael's loving words lighting up my screen and Alex's laughter echoing in my memories, I find myself caught between two worlds, each holding a piece of my heart. As the months rolled on, my friendship with Alex in ways I hadn't anticipated. Initially, our interactions were framed by the shared boundaries of professional and a mutual appreciation for art. But as time went on, those boundaries began edged to blur, by the comfort and camaraderie that sprouted from our countless conversations and shared experiences. But as my relationship with Alex grew, I couldn't shake a feeling of guilt that hung over the back of my mind. Michael was physically absent, a fact that the optimist in me frequently minimized. Despite his constant presence in my heart, I could see more and more clearly how different my relationships with Michael and Alex were from one another. Our love for each other was a steady, unchanging power that was nourished by shared history with Michael. Alex and I clicked right away. There was a hole that Alex filled, that I wasn't even aware existed. My relationship with Michael was no longer as peaceful as it previously was. Rather, it became more apparent what was lacking. Due to Alex's close proximity and rather than a decline in our love, once only a practical obstacle. The physical gap between Michael and me, an emotional chasm, made even wider by my increasing intimacy with Alex. The heart of our long-distance relationship remained unbroken. Michael and I continued to share our dreams and our love, albeit through social media. Our commitment to each other, to overcome the obstacles that distance placed in our path, remained unwavering. This journey, marked by its highs and lows, was a testament to the depth of our connection, a reminder that love in its truest form knows no boundaries. The peacefulness of my distance relationship with Michael, founded on years of trust and now stands in contrast to the direct, noticeable bond I have with Alex. This developing story, mixing loyalty and newly discovered fondness, was a journey into the unknown, showing just how unpredictable the heart can be. The complexities of love and distance were on my mind as the sun descended shadows across the New York City. The bond with Michael has been strengthened by time. Love letters have now shared some of another connection that brings new color to my daily life. In this city of dreams, where paths cross, I found myself navigating the delicate balance between holding on and letting go. Peaceful, despite distance of love and the warmth of proximity. One late evening at the office, as deadlines loomed and the weight of our projects bore down on us, Alex and I found ourselves alone, surrounded by the quiet hum of computer fans and the soft glow of desk lamps. It was then, amidst the stress and that Alex shared the struggles he faced, balancing his career aspirations with the needs of his family. His honesty, unexpected but real, mirrored my own hidden worries about not meeting expectations, about giving up personal joy for career success. This moment of shared openness unexpectedly brought us closer, turning us from just colleagues to confidants. As my relationship with Alex grew, so did my internal conflict. I remained committed to Michael, my heart firmly intertwined with his. Our daily exchanges continued to be filled with love and support. Each message from him, a reminder of the deep, enduring bond we shared. Yet with Alex, there was an immediacy and physicality to our connection that couldn't be ignored. His presence, his laughter, and the ease of our interactions brought a different kind of warmth, one that was tangible and present. The stark contrast between my relationship and my growing closeness with Alex forced me to confront feelings I hadn't expected to surface. With Michael, our love was a beacon, guiding us through the challenges of distance and time. Our dreams and aspirations were intertwined, a shared vision of a future we were building together. Yet the reality of Michael's absence became more pronounced with each passing day. The physical distance between us, a constant reminder of the spaces no matter how strong, couldn't immediately fill my dual feelings of loyalty to Michael and Alex's completeness for me, pushed me into a sea of doubt and confusion. I began to question the nature of love and connection. Would it be possible to maintain Michael and I's love and connection while seeing Alex and I growing closer to each other? Can these two very different relationships coexist? Or am I fooling myself into thinking I can control this emotional flow without harm? Every day became a tightrope, balancing my commitment to Michael with the undeniable reality of my situation. Video chats and text messages, once the highlight of my day, began to emphasize the physical absence. I felt so acutely one evening. In a moment of openness, Alex acknowledged that our relationship had become a significant aspect of his life, which escalated my mounting turmoil. His confession struck a chord. Even though it wasn't totally surprising, it was a reflection of my own emotions, which I attempted to suppress. Faced with the complexity of my emotions, I realized that the path ahead was fraught with difficult choices. The serenity of my relationship, built on years of love and shared dreams, was now tinged with the complexity of my bond with Alex. The city sounds a distant backdrop to my turmoil. I couldn't help but wonder about the choices we make for love. The journey ahead was uncertain, but one thing was clear. The heart's path was seldom straightforward, and the missteps that led me here were a testament to the unpredictable journey of love. And weeks turned into months, the complexity of my emotions deepened. I found myself caught between the familiarity of my relationship with Michael and the appeal of the more fulfilling relationship with Alex. Every text from Michael filled with love and desire, a reminder of the strong bond we shared, whereas with Alex, there was an attraction that I couldn't ignore, drawing us closer with each passing day. I tried to compartmentalize my emotions between my commitment to Michael, but as our conversations grew more intimate and our interactions more frequent, the lines began to blur. It was during one of our video calls, as Michael's image flickered on my screen, that I became acutely Aware of how heavy my inner struggle was becoming, his eyes once filled with warmth and affection now held a hint of uncertainty. A silent question lingering in the air. Michael saw the change in our relationship and broached the topic with a gentleness that made me cry. Our conversation revolved around undiscovered the complexities facts of trust, love, and distance with a raw Michael honesty expressed his reeling of losing me into the vast void. He talked about the sacrifices we made for our relationship, about the countless nights apart, and his steadfast belief that love conquers all. In that moment, I realized the depth of Michael's love that transcended physical distance and defied the odds stacked against us. His words, a poignant reminder of the foundation upon which our relationship was built, echoed in the chambers of my heart, stirring emotions I had long tried to suppress. That is truly horrible. I really need some advice. Anything. I can't deal with this anymore. I'm having an emotional and sexual affair and can't take it anymore. Update 1. In the wake of my confession and the realization of the tangled I had woven with Alex, I found myself adrift in a sea of uncertainty. The weight of my decisions hung heavy on my shoulders, a burden I couldn't shake no matter how hard I tried. In search of an answer, I made the decision to embark on a journey of introspection, a solitary voyage into the depths of my heart and soul, nestled in the serene beauty of a remote, that the severity of my condition became undeniable. Surrounded by the serenity of nature, with only the whisper of the wind and the gentle rustle of leaves to keep me company, to unravel the complexities of my emotions. As I stood on the brink of a crisis, torn between the comfort of the familiar and the allure of the unknown, I was forced to confront my deep feelings for both Michael and Alex. Alone with my thoughts, I reflected on the importance of my relationship, a steadfast anchor in the tumultuous sea of my life. Our love had weathered storms and stood the test of time, a testament to the depth of our connection and the resilience of our bond. Yet alongside this unwavering love, I couldn't ignore the intensity of my feelings. A flame that burned bright and fierce in the depths of my soul. I knew that I could no longer stay silent, no longer hide behind the walls of hesitation that had imprisoned me for so long. It's time to face the truth, to face the pain and insecurity head on. With a heavy heart and shaking hands, I reached for the phone and called Michael, my voice shaking as I poured my soul out to him. I talked about my love for him, about the memories we shared, and the dreams we dreamed together. But I also talk about the thoughts and wrong decisions of the past that are gnawing at my heart. Something more, something I cannot clearly name. Michael listened with patience and understanding that brought tears to my eyes. His love was like hope in the darkness that threatened to engulf me. Together we reveal the complexities of our relation, and the cracks of our love that have begun to form beneath the surface. Due to Michael's unwavering support, I realized I needed to address the relationship that had developed with Alex. I attempted to create distance, to establish boundaries that would shield me from this unintended connection. However, fate had intertwining our lives in ways I could not have predicted. Each shared moment reignited the spark of our connection, fueling a fire that threatened to engulf me completely. Once again, I ignored my boyfriend's gentle warmth to reconnect with Alex, finding refuge in this bustling, vibrant city. An accidental meeting with Alex under the starry sky began a discourse that would alter everything. He revealed the depth of his love and the impossibility of rejecting our connection with words that were so genuine that they matched my own inner conflict. In that moment of clarity, amidst the chaos of my emotions, I recognized the truth I had been avoiding, a truth that threatened to shatter the fragile equilibrium I had worked so hard to maintain. As I weighed the significance of these two relationships, I've known that there were no easy answers, no clear-cut solutions to the turmoil that plagued my heart. Each path held its own risks and rewards, each choice laden with consequences that would shape the course of my future. In that moment of vulnerability, surrounded by the hustle and bustle of the city, I found a sense of peace that had eluded me for so long. With Michael and Alex by my side, I knew that no matter what the future held, I would face it with courage and determination, guided by the unwavering light of love that burned bright within my heart. Update to this: sadness stems not just from the end of what was with, but also from the recognition of my own actions. Despite Michael's understanding and his willingness to hear me out regarding the mess I had caused with Alex, I found myself cheating on Michael. Again, the guilt of my actions weighs heavily on me, a constant reminder of the chaos I've caused due to my indecisiveness and dishonesty. The journey with Michael, fraught with its own set of highs and lows, had come to a poignant yet necessary conclusion. In our final conversation, Michael's words were not of bitterness or regret, but rather of profound understanding and wisdom. He spoke of the intricacies of love, the crucial role of honesty, and the undying importance of personal growth. Michael's insights were not just about our relationship, but about life itself. He encouraged me to learn from my mistakes and to grow from them. His final words to me were a lesson in life and love, pushing me to pursue my happiness, even if it meant being apart from him. As I now turn my gaze towards a new beginning with Alex, I do so with a heavy heart. This new chapter is shadowed by the lingering memories of Michael and the lessons we learned from our time together. Alex seems more in tune with my current state of life, understanding the complexities that come with balancing personal desires with real-life responsibilities. Yet despite the apparent suitability of Alex and the excitement of a new relationship, a sadness pervades my mood. Even as I attempt to start anew with Alex, I can't help but reflect on the journey that led me here. The lessons learned from Michael about love, growth and honesty are etched deep within me. While I am tired and burdened by the consequences of my actions, I am also hopeful that this new beginning with Alex will be different, that I can apply the wisdom gained from my past to make better choices. However, the path to this new beginning is tinged with sorrow, a sorrow born from the realization of lost love and the pain caused by my own actions.